Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Before we begin, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Now here's the story. My wife 24F just cheated on me after having everything for me 26MN. Without being in a bad moment in our relationship. Why? We have been together for about 4 years and have been married for 11 months. Yesterday I found out that my wife was not at home and had sex with her internship supervisor, and I see more flaws than good things for her to have felt attracted to. I took things calmly and immediately asked for a space for both of us, because nobody really expected that. I at best thought it would have been a few messages or a date and that's it. I thought that some therapy or something in itself could help us in that case. But already in what she did I feel so betrayed that I feel that it cannot be fixed. Since we have been together, we have made plans together for the future. We have shared all her college life together. I have supported her in her studies, and during the courtship and marriage I helped her financially with her financially. We lived new experiences, we traveled, and in her family we shared being like one more. When we lived together we had problems understanding each other, but then we got better and our routine felt wonderful. Every day was fun, and we were happy, or at least that's how I saw it. I don't understand why she did it, and even after she did it she cried and knelt down that she was sorry, but still she had done what she had done, and I told her that we couldn't be together for these days while I was thinking, but the only thing I can think of is divorce. It should be noted that I was the first person to meet her family, the first person she took with her, the first person she traveled with together, and the first person to marry her. It was the first time I did anything, including having sex with her. My close friends reacted with surprise to that, and I think her family and mine would react that way too, because it doesn't make any sense what she did. Everyone saw that she was happy, she admired me and showed it with the whole family and always said something good about me, and everyone noticed the effort of everything she did for me. I think this is the biggest unfairness I feel right now, because I also gave my all, and because I was trying to improve in every step and in every stumbling block I had. Update, I just found out that she has been having sex with this guy since last month, and now I'm worried that I may have a STD. She had unprotected sex with that guy. I will do some exams and tests. Now I feel worse. The worst feeling I've had so far. I had been married to her for 11 months and almost 4 years of relationship. In general, we had a good life, and I went through many stages with her and supported her. But there came a time and tragedy struck. She cheated on me. Things were difficult. She had sex with her own supervisor in his internship after it ended, and it was difficult because in the end she was with me and we had relations while she was with him. I have no idea why. In the end it happened twice, and she didn't measure the consequences and had unprotected sex with that person and then with me. In the end, when we confronted everything, she said that it was not totally her fault, that it was not justified either, but that we had problems in bed and that she was looking for a way to feel something different, to know if all men were the same. Her first time was with me, and she was like that since then. We had problems, and it was really hard for me to do it. I had erectile dysfunction at times. I don't know if it was the stress or if I got tense. It didn't happen all the time. It only happened 4 or 5 times in our relationships, and in the last 3 to 4 months. Then I had to last a while with condoms because she could not take pills because of the side effects, and 1 month ago when she had to take them again, I began to suffer from premature ejaculation. I always suffered a little and was getting better, but recently worsened with condoms is different. I can last longer. The problem started because we didn't have as much frequency as I expected, and I would end up falling into pornography and masturbation, and my performance and desire would drop. I would try to quit and then fall back in again. It was difficult. Sometimes I wanted to try more, and she would change the schedules and things like that. The problem was escalating and things like that were happening, and well, stuff happens. Even so, I think I feel partly guilty because I felt that I should have improved that and I should have tried more, but it was difficult whenever I asked her. There was discomfort, and she felt that I didn't love her, and she got really upset when things didn't go well, and she would just leave the room, and we wouldn't talk again all day. And getting close didn't work. I think I felt humiliated every time I didn't do well, but I felt that it was just a phase of mine. I was just going through a bad time and I was lost in my life and I didn't have much motivation. Maybe I'm not to blame, and she still should have helped me and all that, but still being told that, it really lowers my morale a lot. I had to say it. I won't come back with her, but damn, it's really hard to think about all this. The title may sound a little controversial, but I wanted to relate my recent experience of my separation and being cheated on, and I feel it was the best thing that could have happened to me. I feel sad deep down because I had many dreams for the future with her, but I also feel relieved that I didn't do it. I'm 26M and she was 24F. My marriage was quite short, 11 months, and I was with her for 4 years. One day I found out that she was cheating me, and our separation happened and the divorce is in progress right now. The best part, which I never expected, happened later. The cheating happened because I had sexual problems for about 3 months, premature ejac. In some cases, an ad that only happened 3 or 4 times, but I really feel that this was just temporal because I was not always like this. I was pretty close-minded with my parents and really kept a lot to myself or just to friends. One of my biggest fears was that my father would pass away and I would never have given him a grandchild because I am an only child on his side. I have other siblings on my mother's side and she already has a grandchild. After this happened, I decided to be honest with him and tell him how I felt because it was really hard to do. Right now he is 71 years old. And for the first time I felt that I no longer had a weight on my shoulders when he said, "You know, don't worry. With what you are doing in your life, I am very happy with you. Who knows, I may live many more years, but really deep down, I don't want you to have a child with anyone. I want you to have it with someone you consider good." I tried to be honest about my sexual problems with him, and the first thing he did was to laugh with happiness and tell me, "You know, I suffered from that too. And several people I know too. It's just temporary. Don't worry. You would have told me a long time ago and I would have helped you." After that, I decided to fix my friendships, since I pushed them away quite a bit during my marriage, especially the female ones. I was afraid that I would get into some situation that would upset my ex-wife, and what I was really doing was pushing them away. When I started to meet with friends from university after the separation, I felt that I should really value people more and not just my marriage. Something that really left me marked was that one of my friends said, "You know, the other time you told me to go out and drink with the whole group, I told them today to come. Because you do not usually ask for that kind of thing, and I figured that you needed it." Also, I was happy because all my friends and family came to my house after this happened. I feel that I was worth for people. Even some of my friends bring me food because they know that I was not eating well. I lost 11 pounds since this happened last month and I was living alone. And this really helped me. I started to notice how other people are, other women, although I was not and am not ready to go out in a relationship. And I saw things that I normalized in her. One day while sharing with a friend, I noticed something that really made an impression on me, and that is that she actually listened to what I said and put the phone down, even though she worked in social media and was on the phone most of the day. This surprised me because my ex-wife never listened to me when I told her something, and she was always on the phone. I had to repeat things 3 or 4 times, and she always told me, "Wait a minute," and she didn't even work. She was always like that from the beginning. Sometimes she excused that it was work. But I always thought it was normal because of the addiction there is today with social network. Maybe there's more things that I can look different in from other girls, and maybe I can enjoy the process more and not just look at the results. I always felt bad with my friends because she never shared with me when I went out with them, but I always shared with her friends and family, while their wife or partner did sometimes. The same thing happened in my family. My parents felt bad because she didn't visit or share with them. And one day when my mama decided to invite her and her family out to eat, she told her a lie that same day because we were fighting at the time, and criticized my mom for feeling bad about it, saying that she should grow up and accept that there are times when you can't go to things. I didn't insist more when that happened because I thought that not all families get along, and I thought I would respect that and not insist. When this happened, I felt a relief that I didn't have to deal with it, that I didn't have to try harder to make her look good or make excuses or lies to my friends or family because she didn't want to share with me. And after a while, I felt that it was a bad thing and that I was lucky to have ended things this way. I didn't have to deal with her anymore or have her say horrible things to me and try to fix things so it wouldn't keep happening. I felt like I could start a new page and have new boundaries. I also found that after this, I feel that I could be more observant with girls and not just choose them because I like them, but do it now because it is right for me as well. I always thought that girls were not perfect and it was okay to accept bad things because everyone had, but I think now it is necessary to choose carefully and not be afraid of starting again with new boundaries that you feel comfortable with. This is my 3rd breakup, and this is my longest relationship and first marriage, and I don't really feel sad like in the previous ones because really we're in the deep. I feel that I won more things during this process than losing, and this is the first time in my life that I feel positive. I feel that maybe one day I can know a girl that can fit with who I am, and I can fit her with what she is really in the deep. Edit. I also had to add that still I had to deal with bad moments and sadness because I lost her and I lost my dreams with her. And sometimes I even feel that I may not be worth to other girls, but I think it's normal. Once I regain my confidence, I feel positive that I can manage it. I really feel that even with my problems and flaws, I can be a good husband in the future. And I also believe I can marry again in the future with the right girl. She may not be the first marriage love, but I can be a long-lasting partner. To see more videos like this, please hit the thumbs up button to like the video. Also comment, share, and subscribe.